Hey, gang. Today I'm going to be answering a lot of questions that I normally receive. If you have a question, leave a comment and make sure you subscribe and hit the like button because every day I come to you live telling you, updating you what's going on in the economy and how you can have abundance no matter if the market is up, sideways, or down through real estate and being an entrepreneur debt free. So make sure you click the like button, share this message, and let's get started to one of the questions that I get. Now, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you have any questions, what do you think is going on in the market? Leave it below. I love to read your thoughts. If you have any questions you need answered regarding real estate, subject to investing, equity maximizers, how to find deals, how to structure deals, this is the time where I'm basically helping you out, okay, and answering your questions totally for free, okay? So one of the questions that I always get is, hey, Mike, is there a risk in investing in subject to, okay? And the answer, short answer is yes. There's a risk in any kind of investing. There's a risk in, if you want to be your dream, you want to be an entrepreneur, and there's even a risk in having a job, okay? And as time goes further, we realize that college, doesn't help us like they did. It just get us in debt. So there are risks associated with, anything you do, from eating food to driving to your mom's house, that bad things can happen. So as an entrepreneur, as a real estate investor, one of the questions I ask myself, and this is not financial advice, is what is the risk and what is the reward? Okay, what's going on, man? Okay, if you have any questions, leave it below. Okay, I'll happy to answer it. So people ask me, I ask myself, what is the risk and what is the reward? For example, 2016, 2015, 2014, I knew was the worst time to be a real estate investor because I could see that the economy was sick and was about to have a heart attack. Now, I don't have a crystal ball, so I can't pinpoint the exact date, but I knew 2016 was, the very last of it, where I came out and I told everyone that the market's going to crash, that real estate's going to crash, that the stock market's going to crash, and gold's going to rocket. And, on gold, I was right, and it's continued skyrocketing. In the stock market, we saw the first leg of the crash. In my opinion, there's going to be a lot more coming. And we're going to see real estate prices come down. And it's shifting from being a seller's market to a buyer's market. And with a lot of people, what I call motivated sellers, okay, where bigger than we saw in the Greatest Depression, which is back in the 1929, 1930s, guys, okay? So to answer that question, is there a risk and subject to investing? Yes, just like anything. And the way I do it is I ask myself, what is the risk? Like in 2016, was tremendous risk to get in real estate, okay, in my opinion, because the prices were just going up and up, and it was a massive bubble, okay, where 2006, fourth quarter, 2007, when the market started tanking, it was like the best time to be a real estate investor when everyone else was leaving the business, exiting real estate. If it was agents, if it was mortgage brokers, if it was fix and flippers, if it was small home builders, they were all going belly up and exiting. And so that's how I gauge it. What is the risk? What is the reward? There's always risk. And in a down market, for me, is the best time because prices are coming down. Again, prices are coming down. There's not going to be a lot of buyers or audience for real estate because they can't qualify to get a loan. And which makes the prices come down even more. There's going to be a lot of inventory because of so much. Many people have lost their job. Millions and millions of people have lost their jobs. Businesses closing. Okay, which brings me to a point that I would like to share with you. Um, I've been out camping for a month plus, and then I come to my local place that I get my tea, hot tea. It's a locally owned business. I know the owner, and I actually did a video about it, and I'm gonna upload it after I get done at the park with my family. I went to their store, and it was, holy moly, it was all closed down. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, this guy was doing good, but just being closed for just a couple of months and having your fixed overhead, and being a debtpreneur doesn't give you a lot of cushion. And so a really nice business where the community liked it, they went there, it was now closed down because they couldn't keep their door open. And I thought to myself, well, this guy had a nice car, he had a nice house. What's going to happen to his house, right? What's going to happen to his house, because his source of income has now just totally dried up, right? And even people that are doing good are going to be motivated, is what I thought to myself, that which I already knew. But here's the sign. I'm going to upload this video. It's just a 2 or 3 minute video, and I was freaking shocked. And this is not the first business that I've gone to locally that I shop at. And they're not there anymore. There's been restaurants, there's other things. And I'm going to start documenting this, because, businesses that are successful are now bankrupt, and the businesses that are making the money are now the big corporations, because just down the streets, the Starbucks was still open, but this little mom and pop shop was closed, guys. Okay. So if you have any questions, comment, leave it below. I'll be happy to answer for you. All right. Dean G. Davis says, do you need a real estate license? Okay. What do you mean? To be a real estate investor? And first of all, I'm not giving financial advice or legal advice, but my own opinions, but someone that's gone to real estate school, I ended up not getting the license because it was, end of the day, more liability for me as an investor. But to be an investor, from my understanding of reading and talking as an investor, is that, when I'm acting as the principal, which is I'm buying a property for myself. I don't need to be, an agent to buy a rental property, or to do a fix and flip, or to, buy a house and sell it, or buy a house and sell it as owner financing, because I'm acting for myself. I don't go out there and be an agent, or a real estate agent. I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to represent them. I'm just in it to win it for myself, in a sense of, like, I'm investing for me. I don't represent anybody, and I'm just in it to win it for myself. So, when I talk to a seller, I'm not giving them advice. I'm just trying to, what's in it for me. Now, I create win-win situations. That's a different thing. But, I'm looking at it, for my interest only. So you might want to look that up. But from my understanding is, no, you don't need a real estate agent. Is there any grant programs for real estate investing? Is there any grant programs for real estate investing? One thing is that's better than free money or a handout from the government, is to be able to use creativity, imagination, right, and be your dreams in America with all the abundance. One strategy that I teach, Dean, is OPM, other people's mortgages, which is basically better than the grant, because there are already sellers that have existing mortgages, and now they're highly motivated, because, like this coffee shop that I told you, the owner, well, they closed their business down, right? And now he's going to have a house. What is he going to do with that house, right? So there are going to be millions and millions and millions of sellers out there. And what I teach in the academy, so if you want to go join us for $47 a month, you get coaching, plus you get access to my advanced courses to help you find these sellers, to help you talk to them, to help you negotiate the paperwork, etc. Because we want you guys to win. So it's better than the grant, because you're using existing mortgages to help you be a real estate investor. Is better than the grant, because we don't have to be on the nipple of the government, right? And it is better than the grant because it helps the seller not get a foreclosure, or or a short sell, which all those things hurt their credit. This is what I call a win-win situation. If you're more interested, anyone, about OPM, subject to investing, owner financing, seller financing, then you want to definitely join the academy at academy.MrNoFluff.com, academy.MrNoFluff.com, or just go to MrNoFluff.com, guys. It's right there. What do you get? Excuse me. You get many advanced courses, right? You get many advanced courses that I sell for thousands of dollars, included in the $47 a month. You get that monthly coaching, and more. This is the most important part. You get the Facebook group, because I'm actively in there helping people out totally for free, because I want them to win. That's why I'm doing it for 47 bucks. I'm a family of four. I can't even go out to eat just like a let's just say, yeah, Jason's Deli with family of four, 47 bucks, guys. Okay, so the reason I'm giving it away for free is because my wife has twisted my arm. She says, this is the best time to be a real estate investor, which I totally agree with her. And she says, we need to do it as low as possible so we can help out so many people as possible, because millions and millions and millions of sellers are in trouble. And I agree with her. So basically, I'm giving it to you for free, guys. All right, it's 47 bucks. That 47 bucks is pennies on the dollar. And the reason I have that is to, skim, to filter out the people that are not even motivated, that are going to suck up our time and not going to do anything, versus the people that really want to be their dream. So if you want to be your freaking dream, you're tired of just learning and trying to put it together or downloading free stuff, join the freaking academy, get on the Facebook groups, and I'm on there live. Answer your questions, help you become your dreams, guys. Okay, for $47 a month. But act fast because there's limited quantities. I'm not gonna keep it for this price forever. So don't wait around, guys, because I didn't want to do it for this price. It's just the wife, and I'm gonna listen to her, and I'm gonna do that because I think that more people need to be their dreams, and this is the way that I'm contributing back. Okay, so don't wait around. If you have any questions, comment, leave it. I'll be happy to answer for you regarding real estate, rentals, anything you're thinking about. All right, Kim, thanks for doing the Q&A. No, thank you for watching. Okay, I just lost my job Saturday. I got my first unemployment check today. Thank God. What what would you do if you were starting from zero? I plan to sign up for your membership today. Okay. That's thank you for your question. Thanks for watching. I mean, I'm very sad that you've lost your job. That's like very, very crazy. Okay. Uh, and just like you, I basically are starting my life over, just like you, because I came here as a refugee, started with $100, started my first moving company, turned that into my brokerage firm, which then I turned that into rental properties in over 15, 16 years, with just $100. Okay. So then I ended up giving all that stuff up, most of it to the homeless people, because I wasn't happy in life, because I thought accumulation and success would bring me happy, which it didn't. So I understand what it is to start over and the difficulties of it. Trust me, been there, in there right now, to start all over, to be my dreams. But one thing is for sure, follow your heart, right? And it's going to be scary, especially if you don't have income coming in. But thank God you have the unemployment, because I'm going to do a video tomorrow about there's millions of people that are called shadow unemployed, which means they're not getting even the checks, right? They lost their jobs. Like this business owner I just talked about, that owns he used to own a successful coffee shop. Everyone went to it. Like he's not going to be able to get unemployment because he owned his own business. So the very first thing is that you got to have the courage to follow your heart, right? You can look at this as a negativity, like, oh man, I lost my job, and be mad at the world. Or you can look at this as a positivity and say, look, dude, this is the world, this is the universe, telling me to follow my heart. Like, because I've been scared, and now it just pushed me in there, and now I just got to listen to it, right? Now, the road is not going to be smooth. It will be risky. You got to take risks. You got to tighten your belt. And that's very key. Many people don't want to tighten their belt, which is like live below your means, not have all the luxuries that you may have to be your dreams, right? Like, live below your means to be your dreams. Okay. That said, I mean, the very first thing that I would do, which is what I exactly did, is I created a new flip, because, I needed a way to create money very, very fast with only having very small amount of capital to invest. And the amount of capital that I needed to invest in the new flip was only $100. So I started creating the new flip and started doing it myself, right, to generate thousands of dollars a month. It takes very little amount of time. It takes no skills, just a new flip, the book, the course, and $100 capital. Now there is a risk that you can lose your $100, right? But if you do lose your $100, then the loss is so little versus getting like this guy I know, that business owner that I know that started his coffee shop. He probably borrowed $200,000 or $300,000. Now he's under, right? So losing $100 is way better than getting $300,000 in debt, and having all the stuff that you got to pay for. So that's what I would do. I can't give financial advice, but I would start with the new flip, right? And the new flip will help you learn about real estate while putting money into your pocket today. I'm talking about today, right now, okay? And if you can do the new flip successfully, then you're going to have great odds of being a real estate investor. Doesn't matter if you're trying to landlord, if you're trying to fix and flip, if you're trying to wholesale, because the new flip is basically a parallel world of real estate investing, but very simple and very, very fast, because real estate is slow, right? Like if you're a real estate agent, you get a listing today, you're not getting paid for at least 180 days or 60 days or so on, right? So, but the new flip is very, very fast. I've done deals where I put $100 in a matter of 24 hours or less, made money. Okay, so the new flip is fast. You make money. You learn about the business, and then you can add that as a side hustle to what you're getting right now. That's what I would do. Okay, and then if your goal is to be a real estate investor, then highly recommend joining the profit sharing, not profit sharing, the academy, because right now it's $47. I'm on the Facebook group. If you have any questions with the new flip or how to do this, that, I'm there to help you out because I want you guys to succeed. And so those two combination will help you. You know, getting some money in as a side hustle, while it teaches you how to have a business, teaches you how to have profits and margins and losses. It teaches you how to talk to sellers, how to find sellers, how to inspect the property, all the skills you need to help you your next journey, your next stepping stone. Okay, because when I first started my moving company, I didn't want to have a moving company. I wanted to be a real estate investor, but at that time, I didn't have enough cash flow, so I needed to start a business to generate the cash flow. Which today, the new flip is that supplement for me. Okay, and of course, the YouTube channel, guys. All right, thanks for asking that question. If you need any help, definitely join the academy. I'll be there to help you out, Kim. And sorry that you lost your job, guys. Okay. Now, let's talk about, people always ask me, Mike, why do you say there's going to be so much motivated sellers out there? You know, I get at that all the time. Okay. Why do you think there's going to be so much motivated sellers out there? Why do you think there's going to be so much motivated sellers out there? They have this program, PPP, and they got this, they got the second row of stimulus coming. Why do you think there's going to be so much, what you call it, motivated sellers out there? And the reason is simple, because we're at the stage where our economy has been closed down, right? And no one's producing stuff. People are just going back to work. We're seeing civil unrest. We're seeing marches on the street. And the first layer is because some innocent black man got murdered, because he was accused of printing $20. Meanwhile, the Fed, right, the Fed that prints out trillions of dollars, gives out to the bankers, gives out to the richest family in America, they're counterfeiting trillions of dollars and no one's saying anything. Okay, so, but the second layer of that is that people are strapped for money. You know what I mean? They're cutting credit cards, right? They're cutting qualifications for getting a mortgage, right? They're making it more difficult, and so you're going to see massive amount of motivated sellers in all sectors. Like I said, this business owner that has a great location, great business. He's been here for quite a while. I went to a store. I've been camping for a month plus. I came back. I went to a store and it was all closed down. And he even took all the inventory so the landlord wouldn't take any of his furniture and sell it, right? So apparently he didn't even, make the payments, because how can he make the $3,000 a month rent when he's closed down 2 or 3 months? How can he do it, right? He can't do it, but Starbucks down the street could, and now they get all their businesses. So this is the era of, crushing the little man. This is the era of robbing the middle class, and they're siphoning the money, and they're doing it really secretly by just printing money, guys. Guys, click the like button, share this message. Let me know your thoughts below, okay? So there are tons of motivated sellers out there. We're going to see motivated sellers in millionaires, billionaires, people that make hundreds of thousands of dollars, to, the average guy that makes $50,000, or a family that makes $50,000. All aspects. We're going to see defaults in RVs. We're going to see defaults in motorcycles. We're going to see defaults in cars. We're going to see defaults in houses, defaults in credit cards. So, once they pull the credit back, since the economy is just credit based, and if you don't believe me, if you ever own a business, you know that if you only accept cash, your business is this much. And if you accept credit cards, you get like 80% more business. And if you don't believe me, if you ask a credit card merchant or credit card processing merchant to give you the statistics, they'll be happy to give it to you. And you realize that by just accepting cards, you can grow your business 80%, which means that artificially people consume because 80% of them they don't use cash. Okay, they use credit cards. Okay, so good things to think about. All right. All right, guys. Got some other question coming. Give me a second. Got a little technical difficulty. Meanwhile, make sure you visit MrNoFluFFcom and get into the academy. I'd love to meet you guys. Shake your hand. I know a lot of you guys been subscribing for quite a while. You've made money. You bought your first rental. You got your first Bitcoin. You got your first whatever. So it's time to meet. Let's shake hands. Let me know what state you're from. I want to buy your deals. I want to help you be your dreams. I want to get you on my YouTube channel to motivate other people, because that's what communities do, right? They help out each other. And so if you have the courage to be your dreams, highly recommend joining the academy for $47 a month. It's not going to let you down. If you go to your local REI club, you're going to spend 25 bucks, 50 bucks to get in, somewhere between there, and they're going to have a sales pitch for you. Here we want to help you make sure you get deals, guys, okay? So let's see, I got some other questions coming in. Someone says, well, where can they get the new flip? Well, you can get it at MrNoFluFFcom. Right now, it's on special for $47. I mean, $147 versus the 1,000 bucks, guys. Okay, guys, let's listen to this funny story about the new flip, man. I mean, I was just telling my wife that, man, I shouldn't sell the new flip because I've created so much competition in my local area. There's like at least 4 or 5 guys doing it now. They're making money. And I'm like, dude, I shouldn't have sold it, especially for so cheap, right? But the great news is, like, in my local area, people are getting into it. They're doing it. They're making money. And that's why, guys, sometimes by me sharing you guys my little tricks, I create so much competition in real estate for myself, or, the bike aspect, the new flip aspect, or whatever, guys. Okay. But, I do it out of love. I want to hear you guys' success stories. Hopefully it helps you, be your dreams in America, because this is the best country ever. They're making it harder for small businesses to survive. And that's why I do what I do, because I want to bring you updates in the economy. I want to help you have abundance, no matter if it's going up, sideways, down, and more importantly, to do it without debt through your calling, right? Whatever it is, to write a book, be a personal trainer, be a real estate investor, through entrepreneurship and real estate, guys. Okay, without debt. Okay, no one else is talking about that. I want to help you do it. It's definitely possible. You got to put the work in, but America is the best place to be, guys. Okay, you guys have any questions, comment, leave it. I'll be happy to help you out. All right. All right, guys, let's look at the market, because what's real funny is that we're having bad news. We're having all the sad news. There's killings, there's riots, there's all kinds of stuff going on. But if you look at the markets, the stock market is just constantly going up. We had a pandemic, the market went straight up. We had, civil war almost in our hands, the market went straight up. And it makes you think, right? It makes you think that, you know, who's really controlling this paper derivative futures, right? Because, and my guess is the Fed, by them coming in there and bailing it out and buying corporate stocks back, allowing corporations to buy their own stocks back, and so on. It's just a totally manipulated market. Okay, and a good example is in the gold. Like, if you go and try to buy gold right now, and you look at the spot price is one price, and you try to call a gold dealer, right? Even like the online ones, they're the most cost efficient one, right? They are, selling it to you for at least like $100 more than what the spot price is. Okay, and that's where you see the illusion, where people's, the reality is coming out. Like, you're squeezing this little clay, and it's coming out the little pores of your little hand, the little cracks, and the lie is coming out, and they're squeezing it, and it's coming out. Okay, which is crazy. All right. But let's look at the stock market today. Before I went live, it was a little down. Um, and also Bitcoin, guys. Looks like it's doing great. I think in the next, by 2021, guys, because it seems like it's a 4-year cycle, we're going to see some all-time highs in Bitcoin, which is I'm pretty stoked about it. Okay. Yeah, I'm having a little technical difficulties getting my other net to work. If you guys have any questions about real estate, leave a comment. I'll be happy to answer it for you. All right, guys, I think I'm having a little difficulty with my net. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get off. If you have any questions, comment, leave it below. I'd be happy to answer it about subject to real estate. I think we might be back on. Let's see. Yeah, looks like the market is, little on the downside today. Dow Jones is, as I'm speaking, is a couple of points down, um, but nothing too big. But I am expecting the next leg down. I don't know when it's going to be, but if the market wasn't rigged, we would have already saw that happening uh, months ago. But in my opinion, it's rigged. So we're gonna wait around to it pours over from the pores like you squeeze a clay that comes out of your hands, guys, like a kid's Play-Doh or something. Okay, let's see what's going on with Bitcoin. Before I forget, guys, the Academy join right now. Holy moly, guys! Bitcoin is almost at $10,000. It's 9,800. It hit $10,000, but I'm expecting by 2020, guys, we're going to see some big movements on Bitcoin. And guys, we're talking about Bitcoin. When I first learned about Bitcoin, I was totally a non-believer. I thought it was a scam. And the more research I did, I became a believer. And I started investing into it the last crash when it dropped 50%. Uh, and the more I learned, the more they print money, the more madness happens. The more I lean towards Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum. Ethereum is making some big moves. So exciting times for cryptocurrencies and and gold, guys. I mean, and gold and real estate, because prices are going to come down instead of going up, which now creates an opportunity to buy real estate versus 2016 when everything was going up, right? And so I think that homeowners that buy real estate today are going to be a lot more happier if they can qualify versus homeowners that bought real estate in 2016, 2017, 2015, because majority are going to be upside down and they're going to have negative equity and they're going to be bleeding. Okay. And I know a lot of people that bought homes, and I know also a lot of people that bought homes and paid over the asking price, 10, 20 grand, because their real estate agent told them it was a great idea because there's so much buyers in play. So I mean, you're going to see massive defaults coming, and there's a freeze on foreclosures, there's a freeze on evictions, but once the floodgates are open, we're going to see massive movements, guys. Okay, and ladies. Let's see what gold and silver are doing today. But again, there's at least $100 difference between what the spot price is and what you're going to pay for at the store, and that's crazy, right? That's crazy. Um, Gold today is 1725, and silver is 1797, guys. Okay, 2016 gold was at 1,100 bucks. That's when I say it was the play. Because I saw it happening. I knew that gold was going to rocket. I knew in my heart of hearts that the real estate's going to crash. I knew in the heart of hearts the stock market's going to crash, and it looks like the way things are going that it might be the death of the dollar because we have so much debt, right? And we're going to have so many small businesses close, so many zombie companies that are only alive because of the Fed bailing them out or us bailing them out, and that's not real economics. That's not real entrepreneurship, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna end it at that. If you guys have any questions, I'll take it before I get out of here. All right, guys. Much love. See you.